They may not grow us food, but they do feed the garden in other ways. What am I talking about? Stay tuned to find out. Hey, I'm Amanda, and welcome back to The Provident Gardener. Today, we're talking about flowers. They're more than just pretty, they're powerful. Today, I'm going to share why I grow them in my vegetable garden, how I care for them, and even a little experiment with some nearly dead mums that I almost pulled out. Sure, flowers aren't feeding our family directly, unless we're talking about edible blooms like nasturtiums or calendula, but they are doing something really important and powerful: attracting pollinators. Different pollinators like bees and butterflies are drawn to the color and the nectar in the flowers. And when they're here visiting our flowers, they're going to take a turn around all the vegetable plants and visit those blooms to create us more tomatoes, cucumbers, melons, and squash. And more pollinators means more fruit, bigger harvests, and a healthier garden ecosystem overall. But honestly, I grow flowers because I think they're beautiful, and they make my garden a place that I want to be even more. Your garden should be joyful and peaceful, and for me, all those pops of color, they just bring that joy and peace into the garden. Now, let's get into the details of what flowers I'm growing. Throughout my garden, I have calendula and marigolds. Those are really good at detracting pests and making the garden beautiful. But I have one bed here dedicated to cut flowers. It's something I've always wanted to do. We have sunflowers, some cosmos here, dahlias, zinnias, and mums. I haven't taken care of these yet this season, so it's time to get to work. We're going to do what's called pinching, and that's taking off the top of the plant to encourage side shoots. It will make the plant bushier and bigger, and it should give you more blooms. So let's get to work. On the zinnias, I'm going to come up about 3 sets of leaves and then prune right above that third set of true leaves. Now, it can feel like you're taking away a lot of progress, but in the end, it will be so much better. Now for my fun comeback story. Earlier in the spring, I went to Costco. Throughout the season, they'd had these beautiful mums. Well, they weren't so beautiful anymore, and they were clearancing them out for just a couple of dollars. So I thought, well, I have to save these. I have to rescue the plants, see what I can do with them. And they even had some good blooms on them. But I brought them home, tried to water them, keep them healthy, and pretty quickly, it started to look worse. Blooms started dying off. I was like, well, let me harden them off. I want to put them out in my garden. And I had them out there, forgot to water them one day, and they were toast. The blooms were all dried up and dead. Tried to cut those off to see if it would come back, and it just didn't. And as you can see here, it just looks dead and sad. So I put them out here anyway, thinking, well, maybe they'll come back, but they didn't. I was like, I'm gonna have to pull these out. I'll plant something else here. But I get behind on everything, and as I noticed this new growth starting to pop up. So on one of them, I cut back all the dead stuff, and the new growth has done wonderfully. And I've already done this one again today. We're going to finish up with these, and I'm really excited because I think these will bush out really well, and we will get some beautiful blooms on these for the fall. So flowers might not be the first thing you think of when you're planning out your vegetable garden, but they are so important for attracting pollinators and adding beauty to your garden. I 100% believe that flowers belong in the vegetable garden. I have huge dreams and aspirations as far as my cut flowers go. I would love to be able to grow enough one day to make cut arrangements for my own home and to share with friends and family. Gardening in so many ways brings me fulfillment and joy. For now, I'm learning, experimenting, and enjoying every bloom I get along the way. It has been almost 2 months since I did that initial pinching that you just watched. And look at it now. I mean, you can barely see me over all of these gorgeous flowers. And right here in front of me, I have the most beautiful dahlias. The zinnias have gone crazy. The cosmos got kind of crowded out. Not as many of those sprouted from seed as I planted. And then the sunflowers have been gorgeous. They are kind of at the end of their life now, not so gorgeous at this moment. In the future with the sunflowers, I would probably do a succession planting so that I have some earlier blooms and then some blooms all the way into the fall. And those mums that I almost ripped out and threw away are doing amazing. They are thriving. They are getting a little crowded out by these zinnias, but they have gotten so much bigger. They're lush and green, and I see all over the place the start of all these flowers. We're gonna have mums this fall. I have loved seeing my garden come to life with these flowers this year. They have attracted so many bees and butterflies and hummingbirds. I mean, it has just been such a joy to have these cut flowers in my garden this year. I've cut several and made into bouquets to take into my home. I've given one to my sister for her birthday. My mother-in-law got one at her house. What a joy it is to grow things and get to bring them into your home to make it beautiful and inviting and to share that with others. I am so excited to start planning out my cut flower garden for next year and to try some new things. I hope that you will consider adding even more flowers to your garden as well. Let me know in the comments what you would want to try first. And remember, don't be afraid to get a little dirt under your fingernails so you can turn that dirt into dinner for you and your family. Thanks for joining me in my garden today.